Have you ever felt like you're on the outside of the investing world, looking in? Everyone talks about the S&P 500, this mysterious index that tracks the 500 biggest companies in the U.S. Names like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon are all in there, and for good reason. For decades, it's been a champion of long-term wealth creation, a way for the average person to ride the success of the world's most powerful economy. You've heard the advice, just invest in the S&P 500 and hold it for the long term. It sounds so simple. And it is, until you get to the fine print. You open a brokerage account or download an investing app, and suddenly you're faced with a mountain of jargon, management fees, expense ratios, currency spreads, and a dozen other things that feel like they're designed to confuse you. It can be enough to make you close the app and go back to just keeping your money in a savings account. But what if you could demystify those fees? What if you knew exactly what you were paying and why? Today, we're cutting through the noise to answer one of the most common questions from new and aspiring investors: how much does StashAway charge for the S&P 500? As one of the most popular robo-advisors, StashAway simplifies the process of investing in diversified portfolios, and that often includes a big slice of the S&P 500. But the cost isn't just a single number, it's a combination of two key components. And once you understand them, the world of investing becomes a whole lot clearer. First up is StashAway's own management fee. This is the fee you pay for the convenience of their platform. It covers everything from their automated portfolio management and rebalancing to their customer support and security. The fee is structured on a tiered basis, which means the more you invest, the lower the percentage you pay. It's an annual fee, but StashAway breaks it down and charges you monthly. Here's a quick breakdown. For the first 25,000 Singapore dollars, the fee is 0.8% annually. As you cross different investment thresholds, the rate drops. For example, the next 25,000 Singapore dollars is charged at 0.7%, and so on, all the way down to 0.2% for amounts over $1 million. So, if you were to invest 10,000 Singapore dollars, you'd pay 0.8% of that amount per year, or roughly 80 Singapore dollars. If you were to invest 100,000 Singapore dollars, you'd pay a blended rate that's significantly lower than 0.8%. This tiered structure is a great incentive for long-term growth and is a transparent way for StashAway to charge for its services. But that's only half the story. The second cost is the ETF expense ratio. This is a crucial point that many people overlook. When you invest in the S&P 500 through StashAway, you're not buying 500 individual stocks, you're buying a single product, an exchange-traded fund, or ETF, that holds all those stocks for you. And the company that creates and manages that ETF, such as BlackRock or Vanguard, charges a tiny fee for that service. This is called the expense ratio. The key thing to remember is that this fee is already embedded in the fund's price. It's not an extra charge you see on your statement. It's a fundamental cost of owning the ETF itself, and you would pay it no matter where you bought it, whether through a robo-advisor or a traditional brokerage. For an S&P 500 ETF, this fee is famously low, often hovering around 0.03% to 0.07%. So, when you combine the two, you get your total cost. It's StashAway's management fee plus the ETF's expense ratio. Let's go back to our 10,000 Singapore dollar example. You'd pay StashAway's 0.8% management fee, and the underlying ETF would have an expense ratio of, say, 0.05%. Your total annual cost would be roughly 0.85% of your investment. Keep in mind, there can be a small currency conversion fee if you're depositing money in a currency different from the ETF's base currency, which is typically US dollars. But StashAway has a reputation for having very competitive rates here. And on the bright side, there are no account opening, closing, or withdrawal fees. The bottom line is this: investing in the S&P 500 with StashAway isn't free, but the fees are clear and transparent. You're paying for convenience, diversification, and automated management. And for many people, that's a small price to pay to avoid the stress and complexity of doing it all on their own. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.